Hello, you guys. Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Lady V. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Ava. Kimberly. Hey, Nicole. Carol. How are you all? Danny B. Sophie. Hey, Allegedly. Sherry. Oh, you got a notification. Yay. Hey, Evil. Okay, so today I'm going to bring you guys more information on a case that I do not understand why it's not getting more attention. It needs it. It definitely needs it. There is still a young lady out there missing to this day, a beautiful young lady. If you saw the thumbnail, the blonde on there, her name is Jorden. She is still missing. And the last person she was seen with was the man who's been charged with killing Clarissa. So just one second. Let me pull up an article that I have for you guys. I'm going to go through these, an article quickly, then another one where Clarissa's family speaks out. So I touched on this case before, and we heard that he was charged last year with attempted murder on a girlfriend. Now we know that was actually Clarissa and her father. And I have her dad in an interview speaking out. If you have a channel, a page, anything, please share this story. This one needs it. This young lady, Jorden, I cannot believe her case hasn't gotten more attention, because usually if you see like a young girl who's very beautiful, a lot of times like the media picks that up. Hey, Brooklyn, good morning. I'm so happy you guys are here with me. And yeah, I'm not expecting a ton because it is an unknown case, but I don't care. If I can get like 28 people on a case that, nobody really knew about before or whatever, that makes me happy enough. Okay, so let's look. Here is an article from Fox about it. Okay. So let's read through this really quick, and then I'm going to show you guys the video and the other article. So, man charged with attempted murder of girlfriend before homicide. This is him. He's only 21 years old. Tyler Wilkins tried to kill his girlfriend, Clarissa Winchester, once before. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office said less than a year ago, Wilkins is accused of murdering her and leaving their newborn son to die. She was 7 months pregnant. I don't know if when she passed, she gave birth, but authorities believe that he was just neglected. And that is why he died, because he wasn't fed. He wasn't, anything. No fluids, no liquid, no milk, no, just nothing. Horrific. According to attempted murder warrants filed last year, Wilkins pulled a gun on Winchester and one of her family members on December 3rd, 2021. On Wednesday, 11 months later, deputies saw Wilkins kidnapped Winchester and assaulted her so severely at a home on Sawmill Road, she died from blunt force trauma to the head and neck. So he literally, now we know what happened, he just beat her to death. Hey, Katie Rose. Hey, Anonymous. I know, Brooklyn. Oh, thank you, Lady V, so much. Hey, Incognito Gypsy. We're here. It's just confirming to hear your voice, even though the topics are often difficult and disturbing. Well, thank you, Anonymous, and I'm so happy to have you guys. And yeah, you guys mean the entire world to me. Hey, Lady Butterfly. Maybe show the pictures of them so they know who's who. Okay, good idea. Let me see. I don't know what they show in this article. Yesterday is when I kind of grabbed well, actually, let me be very clear. I covered this briefly before on another video, and one of my viewers from the area was very grateful it was being covered, didn't understand why it had no coverage as well, especially the young lady who's still missing. And she sent me these two updates. So, hey, Tia. Okay. So this is her and her family. She's on the left, Clarissa, which there's a better picture I'll show you guys. Winchester was pregnant with Wilkins' baby. a boy she planned to name Grayson. The newborn's body was also found at the Marietta home where Tyler Wilkins, now charged with murder and child abuse, was taken into custody. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office said they are familiar with Wilkins, who's been arrested on a slew of charges in the last year and a half. Deputies said they found marijuana and a 12-gauge shotgun in his room in October 2021 when they were serving a search warrant related to a missing persons case. So the warrant doesn't confirm who the missing person is, but Wilkins' ex-girlfriend, Jorden Nebling, disappeared in October of 2020. According to her mother, he was with her on the day she went missing. So he picked her up, and what he's told police is that, I lost my screen, is that she got a ride out of his house and he never saw her again. This young lady is still missing out of Greenville, South Carolina. You know, it's good to get her face there. However, I don't know where she would be, and I don't know. Oh no, Ava, what's going on? Hey, Annette. So I will teach you guys all about it today. Hey, Delana, it is so sad. Hey, Search and Rescue K9 Mom. So this is basically a quick rundown. Tyler Wilkins is a 21-year-old man who is in jail now, and he has been arrested with the murder of his girlfriend, Clarissa. Hey, I put her name in. Oh my gosh, I can't. I have to change my title. I accidentally put her last name as Wilkins too. Winchester is her last name. His girlfriend, Clarissa, and their newborn baby. Police believe that he just allowed the baby, he just didn't care for it. She was 7 months pregnant, and I'm assuming, when you are pregnant and you pass, I think that you can have, it's called coffin birth. We learned about that in the Watts case. So you will push the baby out, and I'm wondering if he just didn't, I don't know. So anyways, he also has an ex-girlfriend, or I think it was his girlfriend at the time. They were still seeing each other. The last place that she was ever known to be was his house. And this is her. Her name is Jorden Nebling. Oh, thank you, Incognito Gypsy. I appreciate you, and that's really sweet. So this is Jorden, Katie, on the screen. Yeah. I'll show you guys some more. Jorden Cheyenne Nebling. A spokesperson for Greenville County Sheriff's Office says they are looking into all possibilities with Nebling's disappearance, but no person of interest or suspect has been named. Just under 2 months after the search warrant was executed, deputies say Wilkins pointed a pistol at Winchester and her father before firing shots at them. A bullet narrowly missed one of the victims' head, according to the arrest warrants. Deputies said that now she's dead and he's to blame. And this is another instance, domestic violence. Where does it go? Oftentimes it just gets worse. You have to get away because the woman always thinks maybe he'll change, and you'll hear when we get to the next article, that's what Clarissa thought as well. But, so deputies say after he was taken into custody on the 2 attempted murder charges and a charge for pointing and presenting a firearm, he spat on a deputy and told him, "I'll put a bullet in your head." That's what he told police. Okay? He was granted bond. He was granted bond in January and released from jail under special conditions. He should have never been released. He had a missing girlfriend. He attempted murder on another one. He threatened to kill police. I'm sorry. He should have never gotten out on bond. And guess what? The state is to blame for letting his ass out, because he should have gotten no bond. Had he gotten no bond for the attempted murder on Clarissa's life, she would still be alive. Unbelievable. That is so frustrating, you guys. I mean, he literally threatened to kill the police and they let him out, and he has a missing girlfriend. I mean, were they just going to forget about Jorden? And I don't know. Absolutely unreal. It's South Carolina State, and that's okay. Don't be sorry. Ask all the questions you guys have. I don't mind, and it's good because it gets Jordan's name still out there, and Clarissa's story, she deserves it. Why is it that some cases catch tons of attention, and some don't? Last night I was live about Summer. Granted, it was a live that was going to probably get more attention because it's about her possibly being spotted, right? 300 people. I've had 900 in a live about her. I've had 700 in a live about a Canadian case, few hundred about Quentin, but this one, and that's just, I don't know why. It's so heartbreaking because it's like they all deserve the same amount of attention. I don't know why the media picks up some case, like the mainstream media, they pick up some and not others. What makes one case more important than the next? You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's a little bit frustrating. But it is what it is. All we can do is our part to try to, do what's right. This young lady is still missing. I want her family to find. I want her mama to get to bring her home. Jordan's mom has done several interviews, and she does believe that he's responsible for her disappearance as well. But we had a similar. We had a similar situation in Houston. Even Duty Ron talked about one of the cases, the case where the boy shot his girlfriend 22 times and got out on bond. Oh my God. Yep, you're right, Mark. Absolutely. Okay, so here is the next article. Now, this one is really interesting. Clarissa's dad does an interview. We will watch that. And trigger warning. This is, I should have said that in the beginning. We are talking about the death of a pregnant woman and the baby, and it's just horrific. So, upstate family speaks out after woman and baby found dead. Greenville County, South Carolina. The family of Clarissa Winchester spoke to 7 News on Friday after she was found dead with her newborn son Wednesday night. This was last week, I think, but I reported on it like 4 days ago. Okay, so I think this was the week before last that she was found. But let me just continue. She was my baby. She meant everything to me, said Melinda Winchester, the victim's mother. I can't even talk to her now. This week changed everything for the Winchester family. Here, let me pause this. We tried to call her. Melinda tried to call her starting at 7:30 in the morning, and we just never got an answer. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Search and Rescue K9 Mom. We just never got an answer. We tried to call his phone, and it rang a few times and did the same, and so we just figured they were in bed asleep. And after a while, his phone started going straight to voicemail. Listen to this. This is horrific. The family was there when she was found. Okay, so after the phone started going to and hers continued to ring, and they just never got an answer, we knew that wasn't Clarissa, and that's not our relationship with her. He was worried about his daughter, and who was 7 months pregnant. So Wednesday night, after not hearing from her for hours, he went looking for her and found her boyfriend at a home on Sawmill Road. So this is Mom, Dad, and Clarissa in this photo. She looks a lot different here. I think she was younger and didn't have makeup on. But yeah, there's Clarissa and her family. We decided to go check on her, Michael said. Listen to this shit. Oh my God. I went to his door and I could tell right away that something was wrong. He went back inside his home, shut his door, and we immediately called the police, and they came right out, and everything started unfolding. Little did we know that she was in the home. He beat her to death without mercy. He beat her to death without mercy, he said. I mean, my God. And the family had to be there when she was found. Annette, I know. It's crazy. Like, I think you're more likely to be murdered when you're pregnant. It's horrible. Investigators said Wilkins kidnapped Winchester and beat her to death. Greenville County deputies have charged Wilkins with murder, kidnapping, and unlawful conduct towards a child after he failed to seek medical attention for a, quote, newly born fetus, unquote. The baby, this is what her dad says, the baby did mean everything to us, and we refer to him as a baby, Michael said. We'd been buying and patiently waiting to meet this baby boy. We were robbed of the opportunity to get to be G-Paul and G-Maul. Now, let me tell you what if she has no brothers and sisters, and they never get that opportunity to be grandparents? I'm sorry, but Tyler, what in the fuck makes you think you have the right to do that? I just cannot, you guys. When I read that, that just infuriated me and broke my heart at the same time. A background check on Wilkins shows he was charged with domestic violence and attempted murder back in December. Michael said he and his daughter were victims in the past. We had an incident where, we tried to work through and forgive with another domestic violence situation where I dropped charges, where he had actually fired a gun at me and Clarissa standing together, Michael said. That was in December this past year. Remember, the other article says a bullet barely missed one of their heads. Now, Michael, her dad, is advocating for others suffering through domestic violence. Which reminds me of Gabby Petito's family. He said, we knew he was controlling, manipulative, and psychologically abusive, but we've tried to warn Clarissa of these red flags and things, but she just wanted to love him. She thought she could save him. She really thought she could save him and didn't want to give up on him, Michael said. Clarissa would want everybody to know that we will stand strong in the face of any challenge to put a stop to this type of behavior. It's not okay. It is not okay to treat anyone like this, he said. Now the family is remembering the woman they said gave their family so much love and joy. She was such a beautiful soul. She meant everything to everyone, said Caitlin Wood. That was her cousin. She wanted to be a lawyer. She wanted to give a voice to those who didn't have one. Wood said, how freaking sad. She was kind, just beautiful spirit. She was just a beautiful spirit. She was the type of person, when she walked in the room, it lit up. She just had that personality, says Charles Winchester, her grandfather. That's what we will miss more than anything in this world, that love and that she showed, that presence that she showed, that she brought out in any of us, he said. They want the world to feel her spirit forever. This is sad. That sun shining through right there. Not going to cry. Just sad. That sun shining through right there. That's my baby girl. That's my baby girl saying, hello, Daddy. Whew, Michael said as the sun came out during the interview. Shining for Papa. I'm sorry, you guys. It's hard. I didn't cry when I read it the first time, but it's hard to read this stuff out loud sometimes. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Bye, Katie. Have a great day. Good morning, Amber. Good to see you. Hey, cool gamer. That's okay, Annette. Okay. And we're going to watch the interview where he says that, but let me keep reading. She loves what we're doing right now. The empowerment that this is giving her situation. She loves this. So, Amber, it's the story of a girl named Clarissa Winchester. I wrote it wrong in my title. She was murdered 2 weeks ago. She was pregnant by her boyfriend. Oh my God, I'd love for you to cover this. I could send you so many articles. I've not seen it anywhere. But she was murdered by her boyfriend, and she was pregnant. He's also charged with not getting medical attention for the baby. She was 7 months pregnant, so I don't know. I'm assuming that she gave birth, like coffin birth. And he also has a girlfriend who's been missing since 2020, a beautiful girl. And I'll show you guys again her picture in a minute. Her name is Jorden. And she's been missing since 2020. And then in 2021, he attempted murder on Clarissa and her dad. And he threatened the police that he was going to shoot them. So let's watch the video. Sorry, you guys, for crying. Like I said, it's just sometimes really hard to read that stuff out loud. I mean, I don't know. Here we go. Let me check on you all before I press play. It's awful, Amber. Yes, it's just awful. And after he attempted murder last December, hey Jen, on Clarissa and her dad, he shot at them, barely missed their head. They still let him out of jail. If they wouldn't have done that, Clarissa would still be alive. The baby would still be alive. And then you have Jorden, who's just out there missing somewhere, and do I have her in my overlay so I can, hold on, let me see, so I can show you guys a picture, or if not, I'll show you after this video again. But she's on the thumbnail. Jorden, the missing girl, is the blonde, and Clarissa is the dark-headed girl.
Deputies say was found. We're hearing from the family of the woman. Deputies say was found dead with her newborn son Wednesday night.
The accused killer remains in jail without bond. The victim's family is sending a message. 7 News reporter Asia Wilson has
Oh my gosh, Kimberly.
She was my baby. She meant everything to me.
This week, everything changed for the Winchester family.
We tried to call her. Melinda tried to call her starting at 7:30 in the morning, and we just never got an answer.
He was worried because his daughter, Clarissa Winchester, was 7 months pregnant. So Wednesday night, after not hearing from her for hours, he went looking for her and found her boyfriend, Tyler Wilkins, at a home on Sawmill Road.
I went to his door, and I could tell right away that something was wrong. He went back inside his home, shut his door, and we immediately called the police, and they came right out, and everything started unfolding. Little did we know she was at home.
Investigators
Look at him. Oh, my God. And then you hear, little did we know she's in the home. I mean, heartbreaking.
Wilkins Winchester and beat her to death. Greenville County deputies have charged Wilkins with murder, kidnapping, and unlawful conduct towards a child after he failed to seek medical attention for a newly born fetus. Detectives say Wilkins was the father of that child.
The baby would have meant and did mean everything to us, and he had a name. His name was Grayson Kane Winchester. We've been patiently...
Oh, that wasn't in the article. Grayson Kane Winchester. I love that.
Waiting to meet this baby boy. We were robbed of the opportunity to get to be GPA and GMA that we wanted to.
A background check on Wilkins shows he was charged with domestic violence and attempted murder last
How awful.
Winchester says he and his daughter were also victims.
Domestic violence situation where I dropped charges where he had actually fired a gun at me and Clarissa standing together.
Now he's advocating for others suffering through domestic violence.
Clarissa would want everybody to know that we would stand strong in the face of any
There's Clarissa.
challenge to put a stop to this type of behavior. This is not okay. It's not okay to treat anyone like this.
While remembering the woman,
Her dad was standing up in court. He wanted to make sure
they say
he
gave
saw
their
him.
family so much love and joy.
Beautiful spirit. She's just a beautiful spirit. She was the type of person when she walked into the room, it lit up. She just had that personality.
That sun shining through right there, that's my baby girl.
Oh.
That's my baby girl saying hello, Daddy.
Shining for Papa.
In Greenville County,
Oh, how awful. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, whew. Gotta stop. I'm not gonna cry. Oh my Lord. Oh no. You thought you took 2 chewable Pepto and it was Benadryl? Oh my God. Oh my God, it is heartbreaking. I'm going to replay the last part of that. Did you hear the story about the girl who was pregnant and her best friend faked her pregnancy and attacked her, cutting the baby out? Neither. Yes, Lady Butterfly. Actually, last week I covered a story just like that of a young lady who just got the death penalty. That could be the one you're talking about. Then there's another one where her best friend is the one who did it. And see, the one I covered last week, it was like a friend, but not her best friend. But Megan Fieramusca and Heidi Broussard were best friends, and the same thing happened with them. Thank you, Lynn, so much. Why do all the lights in this world get snuffed out? It makes me angry. What can we do? Sharice, I don't know. We can share their stories and talk about it, and that's really all I know. I don't know.
Asia Wilson,
Try
7 News.
to prevent
Family does
it
plan a
from
memorial
happening again. Know that next time some freaking little son of a bitch like Tyler, who has a missing girlfriend and has shot at his girlfriend and dad, should not get out on bond. If you have attempted murder charges, why are you going to let him out to go murder? So he attempted murder, got in trouble for it, was released, and then succeeded in murdering her. And that really frustrates me. And then her grandpa at the end of this, I mean, are you kidding me? If that don't break your heart.
Service for
And then
Winchester
tell me
on
why this
Wednesday.
case has got no attention. I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm going to refresh so I can get that video again. But I want to show you guys Jorden a few, like some more, because she is still missing. And who knows what he's done with her. I do truly believe that he is responsible because he was the last person she was with. And I'll show you guys like the details of that actually after this advertisement. Let me do a little search. Jorden Nebling out of South Carolina. Ooh, here's an article that came out October 20th. Missing South Carolina woman's family makes renewed. We'll read that. Law and Crime has done a story on this, so I will say that. Okay. This is the part I want to see.
To death conduct towards a child after he failed to seek medical attention for a newly born fetus. Detectives say Wilkins was the father of that child.
The baby would have meant and did mean everything to us, and he had a name. His name was Grayson Kane Winchester. We've been patiently waiting to meet this baby boy. We were robbed of the opportunity to get to be GPA and GMA that we wanted to.
A background check on Wilkins shows he was charged with domestic violence and attempted murder last December. Winchester says he and his daughter were also victims.
Domestic violence situation where I dropped charges where he had actually fired a gun at me and Clarissa standing together.
Now he's advocating for others suffering through domestic violence.
Clarissa would want everybody to know that we would stand strong in the face of any challenge to put a stop to this type of behavior. This is not okay. It's not okay to treat anyone like this.
While remembering the woman they say gave their family so much love and joy.
Beautiful spirit. She's just a beautiful spirit. She was the type of person when she walked into the room, it lit up. She just had that personality.
She looks just like her mom.
Right there, that's my baby girl. That's my baby girl saying hello, Daddy.
Shining for Papa.
In
Oh,
Greenville County, Asia Wilson, 7 News.
my
Family
God.
does
Whew, you guys. Share the story on your social media. You don't have to share, hey, that one girl, Ellie. You don't have to share this video. Share the article. Share any video. Share the news video. I don't care. But here is about Jorden. So this was actually done before Clarissa was murdered. Because this was October 22nd, 2022. Missing South Carolina woman's family makes renewed call for answers 2 years later. Jorden Nebling was last seen October 10th, 2020. A 21-year-old South Carolina woman went missing without a trace on October 10th of 2020. She was 19, and now her family is making a renewed call for answers. She was last seen in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Nebling and her sister were close, and when her sister hadn't heard from her for weeks, she contacted their stepmother for help. So I said, well, you need to tell your biological mom, report her missing, Tucker recalled. Nebling had been staying with her biological mother at the time, who apparently thought that Nebling had just run off and would come back and did not immediately report her missing, Tucker explained. I said, well, that's not acceptable. She needs to be reported missing, so I'll report her missing, the girl's stepmother explained. Tucker reported Nebling missing on November 8th. Wow, that is sad. There she is. Absolutely beautiful girl. I mean, awful. Nebling didn't have a perfect track record as a teenager, which is why some people dismissed her disappearance. But she was on her way to becoming a responsible adult just before she vanished. At the point when she went missing, she had just gotten a job and she just took a drug test and she was not doing drugs and she was so happy, Tucker said. She and Nebling had been texting back and forth the week Nebling went missing because Tucker had been planning to pick up Nebling to attend her little brother's birthday party. Okay, the stepmom. Nebling hadn't been allowed at Tucker's house when she was using, but because she was clean and had a job lined up, she was looking forward to going to her stepmother's house to celebrate her little brother's birthday. There she is again. I did not know that she was using and stuff. The article, this is the first article I've seen that says that. Wow. Carrie, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exactly. That is such a, ugh. And hey, small town PI. Still out there missing to this day, you guys. She was happy. She was so excited to start that job. She was so charismatic. She didn't have enemies. Like, she might get in little fights with somebody, but by the next week, they would be friends again. People couldn't stay mad at her, and everybody wanted to be her friend. The day before she went missing, on October 9th of 2020, now this is before this murder happened, this article, remember that. She and, quote unquote, a guy she had been seeing borrowed a car to drive to Travelers Rest to see friends. The man she was with left Cowpens with a friend while Nebling stayed behind and drove herself back to Travelers Rest the next day. As she drove home, the borrowed car broke down in front of a house near the old White House Road extension, according to Tucker. There she is. A person living in the house where her car broke down reported speaking with her, who said someone was coming to pick up the car. The witness saw someone pick her up that afternoon. Investigators later determined Jorden had contacted her ex-boyfriend, who lived in Travelers Rest, to come pick her up. He told investigators that he and Nebling had gotten in a fight after he'd driven her to his place, at which point she left, and no one has heard from her since. That boyfriend is Tyler, that ex-boyfriend. In my heart, I think he did something to her. He had a history of being abusive, and police have searched his property. I know that they dug up a concrete pad in the driveway that he had put down close to when she went missing, and I know that the police focused a lot on talking to him. But unfortunately, Travelers, this is a very, very remote area. Adding that the town has a lot of undeveloped land where anybody could hide signs of a crime. I hope and pray that now that this has happened with Clarissa, police put a focus back on getting charges on him for Jordan's disappearance. Oh, look at her there. My God, y'all. It's so sad. I've never seen this picture. Raybird, I saw that, you guys. It's on my community page if you're close to if you're in North Carolina or anywhere around, maybe take a look. This is just so sad. Okay. Her ex has not been charged with any crimes in connection to her disappearance. She's 5'5" tall, weighs 110 pounds, has blonde hair, blue eyes, a tattoo on her left forearm that reads, "Live Free." John Walsh, co-founder of National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, discussed her disappearance on an October 19th episode of In Pursuit. Oh, wow. Okay, that's wonderful. Anybody with any information, please contact 864-271-5210 or Crime Stoppers of Greenville 23 Crime. So let me put her picture back up here. She is still missing. And now we know that ex-boyfriend suspect is sitting in jail for murdering his girlfriend and their baby. Let's hope and pray that police can look around. Maybe they can use the GPS from his phone around the time she went missing and find out. The awful thing is you can't pinpoint exactly when because she wasn't reported for weeks. I mean, that is awful. I can't believe that. 19 years old and you're going to go weeks letting her just be out there knowing that she just got a job and is excited to do better. I'm sorry, but I don't understand. I don't know, Jips. I really don't know. You saw that episode? Oh my God. Well, I'm going to put together some more stuff for Jorden because, you know what? Maybe I should contact the police. Let me look at this article again and get that number. Now, I'm not going to do it on a damn live stream. We've seen that go very wrong recently, haven't we? But I could still contact them and ask a question or two, ask for a statement. I mean, you let this person, not only was she missing, then you let the dude go from the jail, and now we have the death of a young lady and a newborn. So who all has blood on their hands here? We know Tyler does. Who else? So Traveler's Rest. I wonder if they have a police department. It says, though, they gave that number. That's for tips, though, but I'm just looking for them. They don't mention the police department there. In this case, I haven't seen it anywhere on YouTube at all. I haven't seen it on national news except for not Jordan's case specifically, but Clarissa. Since she's been murdered, I have seen it on Law and Crime. Looking for the police department, you guys. Well, shoot. Maybe I'll find it somewhere else after. Anyways, here she is again. I'm going to leave that there for a moment just so that we can keep her face out there. Hey, Mo. I live in North Carolina, but my sister used to live in Traveler's Rest, and it's very remote. So is the Extension Road. Wow, that's not very comforting if it's super remote. But like they said, there's a lot of undeveloped land. Yeah, or where can I find that search and rescue? I'd like to see that where he talked about it. Shoot, I'd like to bring it on my channel and watch it just to keep talking about the case to bring awareness because I have not seen it anywhere. Otherwise, I'm going to, I think, let you guys go right now. I want to come back on later. I'm trying to do several short lives a day instead of just like one long one. So we can cover multiple cases and you know what I mean, just to try to make the most out of this, like the platform that you guys have graciously given me. And thank you guys. And you know, I love and appreciate you all. She could be right off of it in the ditch, which runs from one end to the other and very much untraveled by people that aren't local. My God. Bye, Jay. See you later today. Hopefully you guys come back later. A 4-year-old nonverbal autistic boy. Now, okay, let me write that down because I saw my friend covered that. Teresa. I believe she covered, like, maybe it was her. Or no, maybe it was Crazy Mama. I saw one person cover it, but maybe I can if I have the time and opportunity. There's so many. There are just so many. Oh, hey, M's Mad World. Thank you for coming by. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you all go. Yes. Now, I don't know about that one. I shared it. It really like punched me in the gut. It's a little boy named Bentley from North Carolina who is missing. And I have a little boy named Bentley, and we live in North Carolina. But this little boy was going to the bus stop. He did not get on the bus, but a couple hours later, someone saw him run into the woods. Now he's not been seen. So I have his shows recorded, and it was probably about a month ago. Yay! Thank you, Search and Rescue. All right, you all. I love you guys so much. I'll see you all in a few hours. Have a great day. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. And thank you to my mods and thank you to my chats. Lady V, I'm so happy you were here. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.